So I'm here with Jake the Lawn Kid and the Silverback Gorilla. We need to get the Silverback. He needs the badges. He doesn't have to show you any stinking badges. Wow, look at these things. Hey, what's that called?
A Dominator.
I mean, Jake.
You know what? If we go inside, there might be a green one.
There we go. No pictures? Oh, sorry.
Nope.
There we go. What's up, y'all? I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks for coming back for yet another week. So in today's video, I'm mostly going to be unpacking my recent visit to the GIE+Expo. This was my first visit ever to the Green Industry Expo. This is the largest event in the green industry. Pretty much every vendor, every mover and shaker in the industry is there. It's not necessarily something that is aimed at homeowners, although as you're going to hear throughout the theme of this video and going forward, the homeowner market is really starting to drive the pro market. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to be there, just to kind of catch a flavor of what's really going on in the industry. And part of what I'm trying to do is, with the influence and the audience that I have, is be a positive advocate for us DIYers. But there was a whole lot more that went on there that I want to talk about. I am not doing that. And so what I'm going to try to do is enjoy my mow here, maybe kind of talk a little bit over the top of it. Maybe we'll enjoy a cigar together in the end here, but that's really it. It's kind of just this GIE kind of total impact kind of thing, all the great people I met.
You say, what can make me feel this way?
So everything you're going to see here in this video isn't necessarily in chronological order. It's just kind of how I edited it together to make it kind of fun and interesting. With that, I'm going to go ahead and unpack all my GIE stuff, show you guys what it was. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to go right now and enjoy the mow.
Is that the Mad Dog right there?
This is Mad Dog 2020, absolutely.
Oh, it looks so good.
Where's the coffee?
Oh, well, we have beer.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah, man. Look at that head of hair on this guy. He's like a rock star.
Connor Ward, we have plenty of PPE here for you. So let me know what you need. It's taken care of.
less manpower, and then more equipment. So I want you to do it in a very strategic way. I don't want you to go out and buy equipment because the Joneses have equipment. If you do that, call me up. I'm going to come over and kick you in the butt. That's the worst thing you guys can do. You buy equipment to eliminate manpower on a very strategic basis. So if you have a job, I buy equipment for jobs. I'll go out and buy a $40,000 excavator for one job, and then I'll sell it when I'm done with the job.
Soon. Oh my, oh hell yeah. Mama, put on your party dress. It was too cold to cry when I woke up alone. I hit the last number and I walked the road. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. Yeah. Well, I feel summer creeping in. Gathering of angels. The beat of my head. Woo! It sang me this song of hope. And this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me, baby. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Oh baby, my music. Oh baby, my music. Oh baby, my music. Oh baby, yeah, yeah.
Can't take no
There we
pictures.
go. Can't take no pictures. This is what I'm smoking, by the way. I've had a few of these. This is a really good, smooth cigar. I really like the box cut. I'm not a cigar expert. I'm just somebody that really likes them. And I've always liked Rocky Patel, so that's really solid. Fairly full-bodied, heavy medium, maybe, I guess maybe you would say. It's definitely not a light cigar. A little spicy. I like that. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was just my kind of way of putting things together. I didn't take near enough footage. I really did the old thing of concentrating on the moment or being in the moment, and I probably didn't film as much as I should. Also, let me apologize for sometimes you would see like graininess on the camera. Those lights in those convention centers just make it so that any kind of dust or anything, if your lens is not clean, it's gonna show up, and you know, I'm just not good at that kind of stuff, so apologize for that. I would like to throw out a huge thank you to the folks at Greene County Fertilizer, John Perry over there, Brad, Deidre. It was so incredible getting to just hang out with you guys and get to know you even better. Since we've been working together, things have been awesome, and I've really enjoyed working with you guys, and I can't wait to see what we're gonna do in 2019. I'd also like to thank Matt Martin and John Borden from Carbon Earth. We're gonna be releasing Carbon X fertilizer this year to the homeowner market, and they were also instrumental in paying for some of my meals. And that's really why I'm thanking those folks, is because one of the goals that I had at GIE this year was to pay for no meals, and that was accomplished thanks to those two companies. All right, I figure a few of you might ask about why that dude in the very beginning said no picture. I'm not 100% sure, because some places you could take pictures, and I guess out there you couldn't, but I think it has something to do with there's a lot of Chinese manufacturers that I saw at the show that do what might be considered knockoff products, and so I don't know if it's something to do with that, where they don't want you taking pictures of the products because they think you might be one of those creators of the knockoffs, which I don't know much about that. If somebody wants to comment below. John Perry told me a little bit about it. He said it's been going on forever, but if you guys know anything more about it, I would love to know, because it's really, really interesting to me, because I'm wondering if it's a lot like knockoff purses, except this is lawn equipment. I mean, some of it looked a little janky. And next, a really important thank you to 3 people: Ryan Knorr, Grass Daddy Tim, and Chant from Chant's Daily Hustle. I would really like to thank all of you for being in the 5'8" and under club so that selfies with you was not so painful. I don't know, a lot of people said that they didn't realize how short I was, and I'm like, I've been telling you for years when I review lawnmowers, I'm a short guy, that's why I can't use this. I think it's something to do with the way that I handle my selfie stick when I film. People don't realize that I'm actually as short as I am. Next, I wanted to address something here because as the time has gone on here and my audience has grown, and also as I've started selling a lot of my own products and things like that, as you guys know, I've sensed that a lot of you felt like me and Pete from GCI Turf Academy were in some kind of a competition. And in a way we were, but I actually like to refer to it as co-opetition. And the reason that is because we both have the same goal in mind. We both have the goal of bringing quality products and information to our audiences. And in this case, our audiences are largely shared. And so being able to meet Pete now in person and hang out with him and realize what a good dude he was, all of that should be gone. All of that should be out of the air. Seriously, guys, Pete is 100% as genuine in person as he is on camera. All of his faith is lived out when you meet him, and you can see it, and it's obvious, and he sticks by it, and I can tell that he is the kind of guy that is a friend to his friends. So let me just say this, I consider Pete Denny to be a friend, and I'm really glad that I'm working with him on this team. I'm seriously privileged to be partnered with Pete and have the ability to bring these products to the DIYer. Now, something that dovetails into that is how I told you guys earlier that the homeowner or DIY market is really starting to drive the professional market in a lot of ways. The first thing is that I didn't get to really put too much of this on because I didn't get much of it filmed, but a bunch of us YouTubers were invited to go and speak in the conference, kind of like impromptu. John Perry got us in there and talk about YouTube and talk to some of the landscapers there, and Jake the Lawn Kid even got to get up and give a presentation like off the cuff, which was freaking awesome. But some of the things we talked about in there in YouTube also brought up other things to light that I believe for a long time that I'm going to share with you. So say 10 or even 15 years ago when I was working for True Green, when I was talking to a customer on the phone, if I had wanted to, I could told them anything at all and they would have had no way to really verify it. In other words, I could have told a customer that you need to have your lawn aerated and overseeded every single week of the year like golf courses do, and they would believe me because there wasn't really this outlet of the internet for them to go and check. So if they didn't know anybody that knew anything about lawn care, whatever I said, they had to believe. Now, I'm not saying that I'm dishonest or was dishonest or true. That's not what I'm getting at here. I'm just saying is that no matter what you said, no matter what the common vernacular was, whatever your belief was, it was only given to you by professionals for the most part. Nowadays, though, with the internet, things have completely flipped. Now things have to be more transparent. They have to be even more in-depth because the homeowner has access to information like never before. And in fact, I can tell you right now that a good number of you guys in this audience, you are far more educated than the average True Green technician that sprays lawns every day. Now, I know it seems like I'm picking on True Green. I'm not. I actually love them. But that is a truth, and it's one that we have to acknowledge. At least it's one I'm going to acknowledge. Now, there's another truth you have to acknowledge too, and that is that you homeowners, you DIYers, you have a bigger voice than the pros do online. You want to know why that is? It's because you can and do share everything. You guys put up pictures of your lawns. You put up pictures of what you're putting down. You tell everybody what fertilizer you use. You tell everybody what weed control you use. You tell everybody the problem with the disease that you had and how you cured it. You tell everybody about the grubs that you had and how you cured them. You tell everybody about the bare spots that you had and how you fixed them. You tell everybody everything about what you do. And that's why I love you, and that's why I love being a part of this community. On the flip side, the True Green technician, did you know that if he posted a picture of himself doing work that he could be fired? You see, True Green is a big corporation and they would love to have their employees share the cool stuff, but they can't do that because as a big corporation, they're open to huge liabilities and they can't just have people out there willy-nilly posting in pictures of them spraying and praying. Even if it's cool, even if it gets them sales, even if it gets them impressions in the marketplace, they can't do it. So big companies like True Green have to have blanket policies that say no. You couple this with the fact that True Green's main form of marketing and advertising comes through direct mail, which has been dead for years, and you have a voiceless pro market. Now again, picking on True Green, I know. Now there are a lot of smaller companies out there that really do get social media and really do understand, but they just have small voices in small markets, and they are coming along. And by the way, you can see all the pro YouTubers and the voice that they have. So there is a voice there, but in general, to the non-knowing public, to the non-insider public, you guys, homeowners, you have a much louder voice when you dominate.
There we go.
And so because of that, I think that some of these larger companies need to start paying more attention to us and quit making only products that they really focus on for the pro market. And so because of that, I'm interested in getting some products that have been focused in the pro market down for you guys in the DIY sector. And one of the main things I was going after this time was a weed control. Now, I'm not gonna tell you the name of it right now, but I approached one of the larger companies and I told them, I said, look, I need a solution for some of my DIYers here that does, you know, X, Y, and Z. I said, but the only problem is if I was to buy buy your product, it's only available in a 2.5 gallon jug, which is a significant investment for a homeowner, because that 2.5 gallon jug would probably last the homeowner 5, 6, 7 years. And what I tried to convince them of was to make it into a smaller, more manageable DIYer friendly size, like a 16 or a 32 ounce. And my promise to them was if they did that the DIY community would see that as an investment in us, and we would thank you back, number one, by buying the product, but number two, by giving you a lot of love and loyalty in the future. Now I know that might sound a little, you know, whatever, and I get it. You know, I watch a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk, and I've read The Tipping Point many times, but I'm just telling you that's one very small example. Now, it's not all bad for the pros though, because I actually had a couple conversations with guys that said their customers watch my videos, and it's actually helped the customer to be a more educated customer. So there's a lot more that I could talk about on that too, how we as DIYer YouTubers are actually giving back to the pro community because we're actually helping to educate their customers, which is again why I probably shouldn't say that seed is cheap so much. Yeah, I know, I got talked to about that one a little bit. But anyway, if you want to hear more about this, I am going to start speaking in some conferences throughout the green industry, and one of the ones I'm going to be speaking at is the Lawn Care Life Conference coming up here in November.
I was telling him we're giving away Exmark 30-inch commercial push mower. We got thousands of dollars worth of prizes, speakers, and like, yeah, this event's, you know, decent, but it's not decent compared to the event we're going to have in Alabama. It's a different thing. So if you want to interact with people and, you know, be motivated in your business, win all these prizes, anyway, come to the event, lawncarelife.com, click on conference, you can register for the conference November 15th and 16th, just north of Birmingham, and we're going to have a great time. I feel really good about the event and just need some people to show up so we can have a good time.
So listen, I've been working on the word tracks for this for quite a while now. I've got so much more I could just kind of spout off here that's really, really cool that I'm noticing since I'm full-time now. Yeah, that's right. I haven't really announced that to you guys yet either, but as of about 6 weeks ago, I am now full-time as the Lawn Care Nut. I resigned from my job at Dealer Inspire. I want to thank the folks at Dealer Inspire, Joe Chura. I love you guys so much. What an education I've had working there for the last several years, watching it go from 9 employees to, I don't know, 500 and be acquired for 160 million, and to know that I had a part in that and got to help mentor some really solid leaders that are still there in the company. I just want to say thank you, Joe, and thank you, team at Dealer Inspire, for everything that you've done for me, and I promise you, everything I learned, I'm taking that now forward as I grow my own business. And really, the most important thank you goes out to you guys. There's some of you that have been around since I was under 1,000 subscribers. I know you're there, but for everyone that's come along, even for those of you that came along last week, thank you. This YouTube thing that I do, I started it for fun and to spout off and to just get things off of my chest. Then I started to see over time that it actually could become something, and I really started to try to nurture it and develop it and turn it into something unique and really make it into something that could make a difference. And that's kind of where we're at now. It's really funny to me that I'm able to make a full-time living. And again, I'm 45 years old. I'm not just starting my career out here. So it is exceedingly interesting to me that I am able to make a full-time living as just this dude in my lawn. So once again, thank you. Even to those of you that are critical, I actually pay a lot of attention to the critics, whether you know it or not. From comments, emails I get, all of those things. Everything goes into what becomes what the Lawn Care Nut is. And I hope that I can continue to bring content to you that brings value and is also entertaining at the same time. There we go. So yeah, so I am now full-time as the Lawn Care Nut. What does that mean? Well, I don't know, maybe more Billy Mays pitches in every videos. I'm just kidding. I'll chill with that. But we do have some new stuff coming out, some new products coming out that I think you guys will enjoy, but fun things to talk about here. I don't know how smart it was to actually quit my job and go full-time right at the throes of winter as the views are going down into the zeros, but hey, we'll figure it out. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. It's getting a little bit long-winded here, so with that, I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks for watching. Now, I got some further clips coming out here, just a quick update around the yard here so you can see what's coming up this week, and I'll see you in the lawn. That is because I am going to start work on over here on Franken Lawn side lawn. I think that's what we're calling it, Franken Lawn side yard here. But I got to dig in some French drains and some drains. I talked about this in previous, episodes. So that is going to all start. I'm going to start doing all the digging for this actually Monday. So this is going to be another project, just putting in these drains and French drains. So stay tuned for that for sure. The other thing I know a lot of you guys are asking about is my plug grow update. So I'm going to go ahead and just flash those to you, and then we'll do a full video about that coming up this week. Here we go. And these, I haven't been here now, so these haven't been watered. You're also going to see the weeds growing up around because, again, I haven't been here, but there we go. Control. We have not had much rain either. RGS. When they send up seeds like this means they're under stress. That's what that means. Jonathan told me that at the sod farm, and he said a lot of times it just goes from like change of season like this, or also change of watering habits. They were getting a lot of rain, now they're getting none. So those types of things can trigger this stress response in the plant, which is what sending up seed is. You'll see this one started to send up seed here as well. That's hydrotane right there, looking good. Starter fert right there. Again, seed coming up, see? All under stress. This is the bigger dose of starter fert. Milo. Don't look so good for Milo. And then the other control here.
Can't take no pictures.